to KP's Kingdom, cooking with KP, and today I'm going to show you how to make an Asian or Cantonese style lemon chicken, just like you get from your Chinese restaurant. Okay, pretty simple to do, quite a few steps, but it is definitely worth it. Okay, here I've got a kilo's worth of chicken thighs. I'm adding in a good tablespoon's worth of a good quality soy sauce, and about a tablespoon's worth of some Zhejiang wine, Chinese rice wine. Put that straight in. Okay, a little bit of salt, probably about a sort of quarter teaspoon's worth, and I went about a quarter teaspoon's worth of some caster sugar as well. Give all of that a good stir. I'm going to set that aside for about half an hour. I'm going to put that back in the refrigerator and just let everything sit there and absorb those really simple flavors. Right, off that goes. Now let's get on with our next step. Right, I'm going to start making up my sauce. So 2 tablespoons worth of fresh lemon juice. Okay, a tablespoon's worth of rice wine vinegar, that's going in. I'm also going to add in 2 tablespoons worth of caster sugar, a teaspoon's worth of ginger paste, right, that can go in. We need a little bit of salt, so I'm going to add in a tablespoon's worth of fish sauce. You can use soy if you want a darker type sauce, right, so add that in just like that. And we're also going to up the ante with a little bit more flavour, a tablespoon's worth of Zhejiang wine or Chinese rice wine, that's going to go in, and about half a teaspoon's worth of corn flour, that's going to be our thickening agent. Give all of that a really good stir and go back and give that a stir from time to time. That corn flour will sort of sit on the bottom a little bit. Right, I'm going to make up a batter. 1/3 of a cup of plain flour, that's going in. 1/3 of a cup of cornstarch, that goes in. And a new ingredient on the channel, and I've been wanting to play with this one for a while, a 1/3 of a cup's worth of potato starch. This is a really great ingredient, and it's going to give you a really nice crunchy chicken. We give all of that a bit of a quick whisk around just to get all those flours incorporated, just like that. I'm also going to add in a pinch of salt to all of that, and I'm going to add in about 3/4 of a cup or 185 mils worth of really cold water. You can use a soda water if you want. It may give you a little bit of a fluffier texture, but this will work just as well. Give all that a bit of a stir. Don't go crazy. We don't really want to get those glutens activated too much. We just want a nice thin batter, and it is a thin batter. Right, we can put our chicken straight in to our batter just like that. Really nice and simple, and everything is nice and really nice and cold at this point. So we're just going to add that all in, and if you haven't tried doing your own fried type chicken before like this, you don't know what you're missing. The flavors are subtle, but they really work, and they will taste just like your local takeaway or your local restaurant. Give all of that a good stir through, coat every piece of chicken with that batter. It's not going to take very long at all. Right, just do that. Now in the meantime, I do have a pot, and I do have some vegetable oil in there. I have brought that up to around about 170 degrees. Very carefully drop your chicken into that oil, and as you can see, we've just got that nice little bubblage happening. It's not going bananas. Don't add too much. You're going to crowd the pan, and you can end up with an overflowing pan of hot oil. That is not good for anybody. So I'm just going to put those in. We're going to cook those off for about 3 to 4 minutes. They're not going to take very long at all at this point. Okay, now if you have a deep fryer, use the deep fryer. It is much safer. I can't really sort of get the deep fryer and carry it anymore due to my MS. I just don't have the strength in my hands, and I don't want to let Mrs. KP do it either. So I'm just going to use the pot now on camera, and until I can find another way to do this. So 3 to 4 minutes, they're all floating at the top. When they float, they're pretty much done. Okay, so they're not cooked 100% of the way through, but they're cooked 90% of the way through. So just do that in batches. It's going to take you a little bit of time depending on the size of your pot, depending on the size of your deep fryer, if you're going to go that way. Okay, so taking that out, as you can see, I've got a temperature probe in there. I'm trying to keep an eye on the heat. Using the induction cooker, it can get away from you with the heat, so we're tuning the heat up and down as we go to make sure we keep that oil at that sort of 170 to 175 degrees. Alright, I've taken the chicken off, I'll put that aside and let it come back down to room temperature, so it's quite nice and cool. And the batter at this moment has actually gone a little bit soggy. So we put that back in at 180 to 185, well, sorry, 185 to 190 degrees Celsius. They're only going to go in for anywhere between sort of 40 seconds to 1 minute. They're not going to take very long at all. And what's going to happen is any of that soggy batter that we have, that's going to go incredibly crunchy, and I mean really nice and crunchy and very light. Alright, so we're just going to remove those and make sure we drain these off over a wire rack with some paper towel underneath. We don't want oily, soggy chicken. Alright, so just keep doing that in batches once again. As I said, 45 seconds to a minute, and before you know it, you're going to have everything done. Right, let's do our sauce. That chicken has still got quite a bit of heat in it. This sauce is going to take no time at all. Tiny bit of oil into our pan. I'm using a little wok here. You can use just a fry pan. Add all of that sauce that we just made up. Just put it straight into our saucepan or our wok, and just give that a stir from time to time. I'm only using a pretty low heat. I'm watching the consistency of this particular sauce. I want it sort of a bit thick so it's going to stick to the chicken, but I don't want it to be really thick, and I don't want it to be running. I want that Goldilocks moment, and you'll see it thicken up, and you'll see when it is about right. You could actually put that straight on top of the chicken at this point, but it will be a little bit soggy. Alright, our sauce is thickened up just the way I want, and all I have to do now is put all that really crunchy chicken straight back into that sauce, just like that, and that's not going to take very long at all. Okay, so just add all that chicken in just like that, and you can serve this up with some rice if you like on the side. You can serve it up with some noodle if you want, or other types of side dishes. I'll leave that up to you. Give that chicken a good stir through that sauce, get everyone coated just a little bit. Okay, just like I'm doing right there. As you can see, it's a very light sauce. It is sweet, it is tart, it is really lemony. I'm going to finish that off with some spring onion over the top. It looks pretty, and the spring onion actually works beautifully with that lemon. It sort of cuts through a little bit. And there you go. You know, KP is a sort of Asian or Cantonese style lemon chicken. Love to see you try and make this one at home. It is a lot of fun. Thank you so much for watching this video. Really do appreciate it. If you like this video, hit that like button. It gives me confidence. Should make you feel warm and fuzzy too. Don't forget to hit that notifications bell. You'll be notified every time a new video goes up. Share this video with all your friends on all platforms of social media. We are trying to get the name of KP's Kingdom out there. Please leave a comment. Love reading, love responding to them. In the meantime, if you want to learn how to make up classic sort of takeaway or Chinese type dishes or Cantonese type dishes like this one, well, you need to come and join the family, my family. Hit that subscribe button and you'll never miss another one of my videos again. I'll prove my Cantonese style lemon chicken, and I will catch you next time. Bye.